Hello Gates at 79. Barry Gibb finally speaks a truth long buried about his brother Robin Gibb, and what he reveals shakes more than just the music world. In an honest and raw moment, Barry admits that the collapse of their brotherhood wasn't just about illness or time, it was about regret, silence, and a promise he made that changed everything. Did you know that Barry described himself as the last man standing, haunted by the fact that every brother he lost was lost when they weren't getting along? It's one of those rare moments where fame meets deep family pain. What you're about to hear isn't just a story of rock stardom. It's about one man holding onto a shared dream and finally breaking his silence. Later we'll uncover how Robin's illness, their fights, and a secret promise all came together, and why Barry waited until now to tell it. Stay with me. It begins in the innocence of childhood, Barry and Robin, alongside their brother Maurice, forming what would become the legendary The Bee Gees. The harmonies, the ambition, the closeness, all of it rooted in a bond more than just music. But by the late 1960s and early 1970s, cracks began to form. Barry himself has said that he and Robin could not connect in any way during the last 5 years of Robin's life. What began as rivalry for frontman status or creative lead morphed into something deeper. According to Barry, the fights were still simmering when Maurice died in 2003 and Robin in 2012, and Barry carries the weight of not having said everything while he still could. Here's where things take a darker turn. Robin's illness wasn't just private, it had consequences the world never fully saw. Barry says that when he visited Robin in late 2011, Robin was extremely weak, and yet still smiling, still carrying on. Barry adds that Robin's family might not have fully grasped how serious it was going to become. That admission, "we didn't really say goodbye," lies at the heart of what Barry is now breaking his silence about. There's a haunting statistic: Barry has lost 3 brothers, Andy at age 30, Maurice at 53, and Robin at 62. For Barry, being the last surviving brother has meant confronting not only loss, but guilt, regret, and the realization that music cannot redeem damaged relationships. He's admitted that his greatest regret is that every brother I've lost was in a moment when we weren't getting on. And so now we arrive at the moment of truth. At age 79, Barry has begun to share what he kept private, that Robin's final years included more than just illness, they included silence between them, missed opportunities, and a promise Barry made. In one interview, Barry revealed he sang a song to Robin at his bedside, "The End of the Rainbow," a song he'd written for him. He told him, "It came true, stop worrying, the dream is okay." That's the hidden layer. The dream they once shared was achieved. Barry says, they were the Bee Gees, they dominated charts. But what remained was the dream of being brothers, reconciled and whole, and that dream, he says, did not come true in time. Let's pause and look at the contrast. On stage, Barry and Robin traded falsettos, harmony lines, and global superstardom. Off stage, they were two men grappling with ego, illness, fear, and unspoken words. Barry admitted, "During the last 5 years, Robin and I could not relate in any way." Yet he also admitted that Robin's idea to keep Barry's signature falsetto in their songs was a sign of respect and collaboration. It was Robin's idea. That contradiction, that blend of rivalry and love, is exactly what makes Barry's revelation so powerful. Now, let's examine why Barry waited until now to break his silence. At this stage of life, the urgent business of hit singles and global tours has given way to reflection. Barry told interviewers that he has no self-image, and that being solo was always something he resisted because the brothers were the core. He also said he didn't attend Robin's memorial service because it would throw me back into that dark place again. In other words, the truth was too painful, too raw. Until now, what does he hope to achieve by speaking now? Barry's confession isn't just a throwaway statement. He's acknowledging that their shared story needs its full reckoning. In the same breath he's acknowledging the lost moments, the fights never resolved, the relationship ended too soon. And in doing so, he honors Robin not just as a bandmate, but as his twin soul in harmony. So here's where you come in. If you've ever loved the music of the Bee Gees, or believed in the power of creative families, Barry's truth is a reminder that legacy isn't just what you leave behind, it's what you admit, what you heal, and what you finally say. Now I'd like you to think, is there something in your own life you've kept silent about, that needs an admission, a reconciliation, a truth told? If Barry, at 79, can finally break his silence, what might you be withholding? If you feel that tug, write a comment right now about one thing you're facing in your life where silence has held you back. Share it, because speaking the truth is the first step to healing. And if you found Barry's story meaningful, share this video with one friend who needs to hear that even the greatest among us carry private battles. Because the truth, finally told, isn't just shocking, it can set us free.